So all of a sudden it seems that 80s muscle cars are in. Nobody really had any interest in these things until, I don't know, last 5-6 years like that. Now all of a sudden it seems that more and more people are getting on the bandwagon, which is good for me because I was doing magazines back in the 1980s and I drag tested all of these things. And it was just obscure, it was like lost to history. And now, like I said, they're starting to come around. And it's not just the glory cars, you know, the Grand Nationals and the 5-liter Mustangs. Now people are starting to find those little nuggets of gold that were produced back in that era. So here's one of those people right here. Where are you? There you go. So,
there we go.
This is my friend Bryan Buie.
How's it going?
So we've actually done videos with him in the past before you started doing YouTube.
Yeah.
And now you do YouTube.
I do.
And you're doing really good with it.
It's doing pretty well, yeah.
Yes.
It's been pretty good.
Project Time Garage is the name of his channel.
Yeah, go check that out.
And he's into obscure, different 80s muscle.
I like oddball, yeah.
You've got some oddball.
I do. I'm oddball.
So, wait, how's the light over here?
It's terrible.
Let's come this way. Come this way. So, oh, that's better. There you are.
There we go.
So, oh, you've got a shadow in your face.
A little bit more this way, we'll get it done.
Okay.
There we go.
Still plenty of shadows. It doesn't make any difference. Forget production quality. We're YouTubers. So I'm over at a junkyard a couple of days ago that they're scrapping out. And I said, well, let's go see what they got. Anything interesting? And he's in the office buying a what?
Ford Taurus SHO. Yeah.
A first generation Ford Taurus SHO, which I actually happened to drag test one at the, well, I didn't really drag test it. I just beat the snot out of it at the Ford Long Lead press preview in 1987.
Fun car to beat up.
Yeah, and the one he's got has got all the original Yamaha engine stuff on it, and when he's got it dug out, we'll get into it. But he's into these 2.2 Chargers.
Yeah, we got 3 of them.
Three. Not just any old 2.2 Charger, which I happen to like those cars. I had a regular, normally aspirated 2.2 5-speed Charger for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Way back then. But he's into these Shelby Chargers.
Fun fact, my first car was an 86 Dodge Charger Shelby edition. How about that?
Like the one you've got in
Just
the back.
like that one, yeah.
All right. But we're not even going to show you those. I want to show you this thing, and maybe we'll even take it for a ride. So what do we have here?
So this is the 1987 Shelby GLHS. It's basically an L-body Dodge Charger, but the last 1,000 of these went to Whittier Shelby Americas to become the GLHSs. So these are numbered cars. Each one has a little plaque on the dash with its number, and they were fitted with the Turbo 2 engine, a little bit better performance-wise, intercooled, and a 5-speed.
I know. So most people are familiar with the GLH Omni and then the later GLHS Omni. Very few people know that they actually did the Charger.
Right.
So what was the lineage on that now? They did the GLH.
So as I understand it, and I could be a little bit wrong on some of this, I may not have my facts, but they started with the GLH Omni, and that was the one that's, you know, usually the blue one with a little orange on the outlines or whatever. I believe those were Turbo 1 engines. Okay. And then they moved into the GLHS Omni, and that's kind of the one to have. That's, I believe it was a 500 production run on those cars. And then in 87, the GLHS became a thing. So that's the lineage on that, basically.
So I was working for Cars Illustrated magazine at this time, and I was actually in the market. I wanted a GLHS Omni. Couldn't find one. I ran all over New York and New Jersey trying to find a dealer that had one, and I couldn't, so I ended up buying the 5-liter Mustang. But my first choice was actually the GLHS Omni. These things were coming out just at about that time, but I don't know, it didn't interest me at the time. Now I'm looking at this and I'm like, I want one. I definitely want one of these. All right, so go ahead. Shelby did what with these?
So Carroll Shelby bought the last 1,000 Dodge Chargers that were produced, the way I understand it, from Chrysler, and sent those to California to his Whittier facility. And they got a suspension upgrade. They got conies. They got a different, which was the Turbo 2 engine, a little bit different than what was there at the time.
Very cool. This is a time capsule, man.
So they got a different intake system. They changed at that point, I believe, from the blow-through type turbo setup. They actually relocated the radiator to the left some to make room for the intercooler, which made a few differences as far as like hoses and things you have to have that you can't buy anymore for these cars. They put a few little niceties on there, like the Shelby valve cover. That's pretty hard to find.
Yeah.
This engine oil fill cap is a GLHS specific cap. They have the little Mobile One sticker for these cars.
Well, let's get this out of the way. Here we go.
It is also important to mention that the later 87 cars, like the Daytonas and such, they actually end up moving over to the Turbo 2 style setup later on, but this one got it a little bit earlier.
So I actually did a drag test on a Daytona Shelby Turbo Z, which is what came after this, and I puked the transaxle out of it on my way to pick up the photographer to shoot for the magazine at the time. So I'm a little afraid of these things. Like, I'm not going to drive it. I'm not even going to ask to drive it because I'm scarred. I have PTSD from trying to explain to the Shelby people why I gradated their... Please. So what other unique features are found on this interesting car?
Well, on the inside, there's a few things that are a little bit specific to the GLHS. The steering wheel was different for these cars, not just in this way.
Okay.
But they also, you know, the government mandated 85 mile per hour speedometer, right?
Right.
Well, they put a little sticker down there that takes it all the way up to 135. That was something that was done at Shelby. It got a leather Momo shift knob.
Okay.
And that little shift pattern indicator down there, that was specific for this car also. Otherwise, it's pretty much a run-of-the-mill
Charger 2.2.
Yeah.
Very cool car. So let's fire this thing up.
Let's fire it up.
I missed that sound. 2.2 Chrysler's have a very specific sound when they start up. 2.2, 2.5.
Now this one, a previous owner, I guess the guy that made it so nice, that wasn't me. They did do a few things to it. It got injectors, it got a blow-off valve, and it got the Mopar Performance Stage 2 logic module. So it's running 13, 14 pounds of boost. So it's a lot of fun.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah.
For this, I think these were 10 from the factory, yeah?
Yeah.
And then there was a little modification that you would make with a fish tank valve.
Yeah, basically bleeding off for the wastegate, so the wastegate would stay closed a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm sure that killed a bunch of cars.
Yeah, nice running. It's a time capsule. I mean, it's beautiful. It's in good shape. Holly throttle body.
Yeah. And actually, it's interesting you say that. I don't know, maybe somebody in the comments will know. I don't know if this was a factory throttle body or if this is something that got added by a previous owner. I believe it's factory.
I think it's factory also, but not the standard 2.2. This is just a bigger diameter.
For the GLHS model, maybe? Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, let's take this thing for a little scoot.
Let's go. One thing you'll notice right away is the room.
Wait, this is number
343.
343. Yeah. And you also have
742.
742. Okay.
This side.
That's standard equipment.
Oh yeah, that's what makes them fun.
People paid extra for that kind of wobble back.
I would have paid extra
back in the day. So performance-wise, these things would turn a high 14-second quarter mile. The Daytona Shelby Z that I drag tested ran like a 1485, which, I mean, we're talking about some seriously stout performance from that era. And to put it in perspective, let's say a 396 Chevelle or a 383 Roadrunner from the previous muscle car era was only a low 15-second car. So if you took these things out to a typical, like, you know, cruise night, like stoplight to stoplight type of thing, they'd hold their own. Now this one, how stock is this?
This isn't quite very stock. From what I had read, some internals have been worked on. Maybe it had better rods, better mains.
Well, I mean stock from the way Shelby produced it.
As far as modifications on the GLHSs?
Yeah.
From what I understood, they had, I think it was like 25-30 horse gain, something like that, from the stock 2.2 turbo cars. Okay. And that was all basically done through a little hotter timing, I believe, a little bit better logic module, or differences in logic module, injectors, and of course they changed the whole intake setup for the 87 or GLHS cars.
So we're just cruising the back streets of Mexico. We've come down to what's this, Guadalajara or something like that.
Tijuana.
Yeah, so we're just rolling around through Mexico here, and now you tell me that first gear pulls in this are.
Yeah, they scare me a little bit simply because it's kind of violent. First gear is pretty much useless once it comes on boost, because it goes from normal to past the red line, just wheel hopping, just a mess before you really have a chance to change. Second gear pulls, that's where the more fun is. It doesn't try to break loose quite as bad. That is not so bouncy and scary up there.
But I do believe that the people watching this are going to want a taste of the violence of a first gear pull.
I got to be honest, if I were watching this video, yeah, I would probably want to see the same thing.
Why don't we show them that?
So why don't we show them that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
but not around these turns.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. You want to see it?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go right out the windshield here.
Yeah. Want to see speedometer?
That's okay. Just all right. Just let it rip.
We'll go easy and not try to kill a transmission.
Oh yeah, a little torque steer. Oh, that's great.
Miles of smiles.
I mean, it's no Hellcat.
No,
we have to understand that it's no Hellcat.
Hellcat.
But it's like, it's an Econo box that was built for like a 70 horsepower engine, and then when you start throwing some boost at this thing, wow, it just well, I forgot how much torque steer there was involved in this.
Yeah, it's a bit. You don't want it on wet roads.
But it likes these turns, man.
Yeah, it does do a good job on turns. This car had the, it came with Coney struts, or that's what Shelby fitted to them, on all four corners, adjustable Coneys. As a matter of fact, there's the original Coney adjustment knob for the shocks for this car. And this one, evidently when they worked on it or whatever, they got rid of the Coney shocks and put KYBs or something up under it. The rears are still the factory Coneys and they're still good, but I do have the factory set of front Coneys that came with the car. I need to send them out if I have them rebuilt.
There was another, so these are GLHS, goes like hell some more. There was a braking modification that they used to do to these cars. They used to take the disc setup out of the Daytonas, and it was called the stop like hell modification.
It needs it. It definitely needs it.
Ah, the streets of Mexico are so nice this time of year.
They are. It's pretty this time of year.
You can let it rip again if you want.
The 35 to about 85 or 90, it's all there all the time. There's no brake. It just pulls. Goes like hell.
What a great car. All right, let's go back. I want to show you a couple other things that he's got and that he's working on. And I may make him an offer. He's got a couple of these in the back of his yard there, and I may make him an offer on one. Ah, the days before Stellantis. That's right. It's a real Chrysler. It's a real Mopar. That was a fun ride, bro.
Yeah, it was a fun ride. Did you get the quality engineering part down there? Because, you know, that's important.
There's a lot of quality engineering.
Oh, yeah.
The torque steer is just, I'm
brutal.
having like a flashback because that was such a big thing when I was drag testing all these various cars back in the day. All of them were like,
it makes it fun, though. It makes it a lot of fun.
It makes it interesting.
You know,
yes.
drive it.
It's creative. Every time you drive the car, it's a whole new experience. But what we got to do is I want to race this thing against that thing. So will a 67 Charger with a 440 keep up with a turbo Shelby GLHS?
Oh, I'm betting it will.
I think I got you off the dig, but from like 30 miles an hour up, I think you're going to either pace me or walk around me. We're going to find out.
We should have brought the draggy along.
We're going to go back to Mexico. We're going to go back to Mexico, away from Tennessee.
I'll pack my bags.
Listen, you got a lot of other cool stuff here, and I want to show my guys what you got going on.
Let's go look at it.
So 80s muscle, we're talking about 80s muscle. I drag tested a lot of these things. What's this?
That is a 1989 Pontiac Firebird Formula 5-speed 305 T-top car that I bought in about 1990 or 91 with what was supposed to be my graduation money. It was wrecked. Yeah.
Look, we got my friend Steve on the TV. Hey, Steve.
If you want to see a little bit more on this car, I just did a video last week, and I've got another one coming out on Friday, so you guys can come check that car out on my channel.
And what do we got here?
So that is a 72 Dodge Challenger.
The frowny face Challenger. This ought to get popular now.
Fun fact on this car, my dad bought this car brand new from McNutt Chrysler in Maryville, Tennessee. So he was the original owner of the car. Still has everything.
318 or 340?
It's a 318 car with a probably above average original interior. Nothing's ever been changed on it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And then what's this over here?
This is a 1988 Mitsubishi Starion. You guys would probably remember this as the Chrysler Conquest. Same car, rebadged. This is a 47,000 mile survivor car. This is probably the nicest version of one of these cars I've ever looked at. And it looks new in and out.
The paint is incredible. Oh, we'll have to pull this out next time around.
There you go. That'll be another video for us, won't it?
Oh, and more do we got out here? This is just too much.
I call this Floyd. This is a 71 Datsun 521 pickup. The single most conversational piece of iron I own. I can't pump gas in that thing.
It's got the perfect patina. And 96 horsepower.
You feel every one of them.
Now, I worked on these things when they were around, like on a regular, and I can't ever remember anything having 96 horsepower, but evidently this one does. So we may have to take this one out of Mexico too.
It'll be a slow
Everything
ride.
goes to Mexico. Well, let's go on the let's show them the stuff in the back.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. So this is back here where things come to become forgotten. This is number 742 Shelby GLHS Charger, kind of the mate to the other one, because why just have one, right?
Dude, you've got a lock on Shelby GLH Chargers.
Yeah, I'm cornering the market. This is an 87 Shelby Edition Charger. You'll notice it's extremely similar to the other ones. It just doesn't have the Go Fast goodies that Shelby put to them. This was I believe this was Shelby in name only.
But this is the one I would actually be interested in, because if I was to do something with this, I want to build a hot rod. You know, not just a restoration type of thing.
Can be yours.
Yeah, and the potty.
So this is a Shelby edition. No, I'm just kidding. This was kind of a joke with my wife, but it makes a good platform for
it goes together, definitely. And I know a lot of the people who are watching this now are like, that's where it belongs.
That's right.
And then what do we got here, man?
This is a 74 Dodge Charger. This is one of my earlier projects way before I had a YouTube channel that, as you can tell, I take good care of it and keep it nice and clean and well forgotten.
And this is a 318?
It's a 318 automatic car. I went through it and basically restored it. I had two things left. I needed to get the seats redone and the vinyl top put back on it. Otherwise, engine, trans, drivetrain, the rest of it, it's done. It's a nice car if you clean it up. If you clean it up.
Now it's got some performance issues that I think we may bring this over to my place.
Yeah, I think we should
screw around with it. It's 318. The combination isn't quite there yet, and
so yeah, I made the mistake of when I was ordering parts to do the engine, I decided I wanted a thumper cam because I wanted that sound, but I didn't do anything else. So now I have a massive cam with not enough vacuum. It idles like crap. It runs like crap. It needs help.
I can help with that.
I'm gonna let you.
All right. So your channel, man, is cool.
My channel is Project Time Garage. Go check that out. I'm sure Tony will leave a link down below somewhere.
Oh, there'll be links everywhere. But specifically, like, what do you do on the channel?
So I do pretty much everything. I'm just everything garage related. I like old stuff. I like new stuff. You'll even see some tractor stuff there. Literally, if it's something that's cool that I'm working on, you'll see it on that channel.
Yeah, it's actually a really good channel. I had no idea. When I last talked to you, it was about 5 years ago?
5 years, yeah.
Yeah, he had just gotten started with it, and he had like 5 subs. And then I went just yesterday. Yeah. He's got a really nice channel. He's got a good thing going.
Well,
so by all means, go over there and check him out. Sub, share, what else?
Buy some merch.
Buy the merch. Project Time Garage merch.
Yeah.
Yes. After you've bought my merch first. You know,
right.
Whatever money you have left over, you can buy it. All right. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Some very cool 80s muscle and some potential projects that we may get involved in, and a channel that you need to go check out.
Awesome. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. And that's it. You want to say I see you tomorrow? I end up all my videos, I say see you tomorrow, even though I usually don't see them tomorrow because I take a couple of days in between.
All right. In true Uncle Tony's Garage fashion, I'll see you tomorrow.
He said it.